Just sitting here for a sec, and I just had something really shift. I noticed, or rather, for the past couple of weeks, I'd been making videos, and besides that, what you see, there's also the behind-the-scenes stuff that I've been doing. Also am doing a lot of writing, mostly every day, and of course coming up with more ideas and doing that quite quickly and quite consistently, as in, just that daily creativity. And just the past 1 or 2 days, I've noticed something where when I would have an aha, I have a moment where something would click into place, and after that would happen, I would immediately try and act on it. And there's a certain digestion, so to speak, that comes with a change in how you see. I live near a busy road. There's a certain digestion that comes with when something shifts in the way you see the world, and right after that happens, doing something and trying to quickly get that into place, the change, it can be frustrating, and it can negate what you've already done. Or at least for myself, I've just been noticing how I would do that. And just after you change the way you're seeing something, the behavior has a bit of a lag period because of habit. And what was happening was I wasn't acknowledging that lag and relapse of being a person, where what I was doing, the new things that I was trying to move into, I was trying to do it very quickly, out of a sense that I could, just because I could. Especially when I get the sense, or if someone else tells me that I need a specific period of time to do something, I like to try and shorten that time just to prove I can. And sometimes I do that at the detriment of my own digestion. And it's something I thought I would make a video about, just because it's a thing. How do I... just the sense that I can do a lot more than I currently am, that I feel like a lot of people can relate to. And when I have that sense I can do a lot more, I kind of tend to push at what it is I am doing, and then there's no pause to acknowledge the process that's happening inside. And just realizing that the change comes, the behavior or the things that I do change as I change internally. And when I feel a change internally, I try to immediately jump into the external change. I'm like, cool, I don't feel like this is a problem for me anymore. Then, bam, let's try and do something totally different. Or, even when I feel like something is a problem, and it is kind of wreaking havoc internally, and sometimes I will ignore it because I like to think, or rather I know that I'm way more powerful than all the stuff going on. But sometimes, knowing that, I'll forget to acknowledge that it's there. Like, just because you're more powerful than your problems doesn't mean you ignore them. As if you just kick them out, brute force, that they'll go away because you yelled at them, or because you intimidated your problems, so to speak. And then after that, getting annoyed when they come back, because that old pattern is already there, and it's already literally, physically in your brain. In my brain. In all our brains. I'm not sure if this is going to make a lot of sense, but I'm just trying to roll with it and be honest, and hopefully say something true for me, and that you'll notice something of that will bring out something that is true for you. Another thing is making the content for the videos. I'll get flashes of ideas, and then I'll excitedly write them down as quickly as possible. And part of that is because when I spot a good idea, I'm like, oh, that would be impressive. That would be a good video to do. And I think not only it will be very helpful, not only do I think it will be very helpful, but it'll be impressive. Like, ooh, you said something pretty profound, or what you said is pretty helpful. And yeah, and part of there's a certain agenda when I'm even writing down things that I get from inspiration. And the agenda that I have is that it will be helpful, or it will be really cool or entertaining, or make you feel inspired or very motivated or positive or something. There's certain things that I'm trying to get across, and as much as I think it's important for me to have a particular framework that I'm following, because I do put them out consistently. I've got about a video a week, and I do about one vlog, although some days I feel like I got something to say, but I don't even take my phone out to record it, which I probably should, just in case. Yeah, so there's that. There's the tactical aspect where I look at what kind of problems or aspirations can I look at and make videos around, and that's cool. But if I just come from that place, I won't be being honest sometimes. Because sometimes it's really easy to kind of think, say procrastination, right? And then be like, okay, cool. Now, how can I think of ways that would help someone with procrastination? And then after that, I'll leave it, let my own experience with it bubble to the surface, and then what I've done, what I've read, and take a, shower. That's normally when my ideas come. And then after that, write it down, format it into a nice little list that will help you with a nice little problem that is procrastination. That's cool. But there's also another part, which is why I decided I also wanted to have videos that I would label as vlogs, because I wanted to have a space where I would be less like I would come in with less of a plan. I just come in and speak and be okay with not knowing what I'm saying, and sort of work through my own thoughts in a way that I could show someone else. Even though right now what I'm saying, the thought of then taking this video and uploading it is kind of scary. So I'm not going to edit anything out. There's going to be pauses and that very fast, probably very nice car that zoomed past just now. Yeah, I mean, in the past, my, I guess, track record, or the way I perceive myself, is as a doer. I don't like to be like hemming and hawing about. It frustrates me when I do something like that. And I agree with myself that just mucking about, being in a space of confusion, because there's a certain comfort that comes with being confused that says it's okay now to not do anything because you're confused. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that space for myself, but sometimes what happens is that I lump other things into that as well. like just working on integrating certain things. Today, I had a list of things that I was supposed to do according to myself, and I did something different. I didn't do what was on my list. You know, your list. It's so important to get that to-do list done, you know. And I didn't do what was on my to-do list, but you know, I think I did what I was supposed to do today. That's what I've gotten. You know, I did what I was supposed to do today. And it wasn't what I planned today was going to be like. But it turned out better. It wasn't as much stuff as I thought I was going to go through. So in that sense, it's not as productive because there isn't as much external result that I'm seeing, just today specifically. But I'm saying but a lot, aren't I? Yeah. Sometimes you just have to receive and slow down, take care of yourself, and notice what it is that you need versus what you think. And I'm getting rushing, like the idea of rushing, and that I don't need to rush as much, because that's what I've been doing. I've been rushing. Everything I just said is about rushing. And yeah, you don't have to rush. You don't have to rush. You just have to learn and observe and do that right thing for you versus a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm done. And now I'm gonna upload this. And probably feel really uncomfortable about that fact. But that discomfort's important. Yeah. Alright.